Ben, this is Music for Androids, and that is a FM radio soldering practice kit we're going to build and review today. So in the pack we get the PCB, display, selection of resistors unlabelled, luckily there's a multimeter here, some capacitors, an aerial, a couple of IC chips, transistors. Interestingly, these surface mounted components, which I have never done before, so this is going to be interesting. I've dug out my smallest chisel tip to try and do those. So yeah, if you're thinking of getting this, I'd bear that in mind, because so far my experience of these kits has been things like this, which are very useful, but everything is a through hole. There's that oscillator, the oscilloscopes have a signal generator, a couple of bits and pieces, these clocks and what have you. So some surface mount parts are going to be interesting. I think I might build this on a live show, and interestingly enough, some of them are coming out quite bent. Not the end of the world, but just another quality control issue. I paid $11.99 for this on Amazon, and I realised AliExpress is half the price for the same thing, so if you're going to get it, I'd get it on AliExpress. Right, we'll come back when it's built. So we're back and it's built. There it is, a radio. Second radio I've ever built. I had one that came with this little breadboard. It was a little breadboard radio years ago, and that was brilliant. Just a little bits and pieces to that. I wish I had all the bits still for that. What do we think of this? Well, I'm going to put the build up here so you can watch that. Just playing in the corner, because no one's going to want to sit down for the better part of 2 hours and watch me attempt to build this. It was fun. I enjoyed it. There's some fiddly bits. So it starts off with these surface mounted components, which I'll show you. There, and then this little one there. Never done that before, so that was a challenge. If you're thinking of getting this, be aware you're going to need a smaller tip to your soldering iron, because some of it is quite fiddly, which is, it's good practice, isn't it, really? What else? Other than that, it was pretty straightforward. I had a few issues with skipping over the odd instruction where they've decided to put 2 steps on one instruction, and I've missed them, but that's just me being a bit thick, which is why all the resistors are a bit wonky. I'll put them in last. Completely missed that step, which wasn't perfect, I will admit. So let's take a look, make sure it works. I've already tested it, because with the batteries in, these are fresh AA batteries, absolutely nothing, doesn't work. So that was a frustration for about 10 minutes. Can't figure that out. But with the power, we have life. We have radio. 89.3 FM, I believe that's radio 2. Not sure what this trimmer pot does. Let's find out together. Oh. So that acts as the volume. Well, this is the volume here. So that's the volume on 0. I don't know if you can hear that. It's still making noise, so we could turn this down or off, couldn't we? And if we turn the volume up, we get nothing. So, oh, opening ceremony Limited Olympics today. That's something to look forward to. So, What do we think? I don't know. It was £12. I wish I bought it on AliExpress. I had a look on there. I think when I looked yesterday, they were going for about £4.50, which I'm not sure what that is in dollars. It's about this many dollars. Yeah, I wish I'd paid that for it. £12 seems a little bit steep, but it has given me 2 hours of entertainment. I've got a little radio out of it, which is the issue with the battery box. It isn't portable, unfortunately. What do we think? I wouldn't recommend it, not for Amazon. If you're going to get one, get it from AliExpress. Or if it's a radio you're after, not the soldering practice, go down to the charity shop, get one of these. I picked this up yesterday in the local charity shop for £4. DAB radio, works a treat. Wait for it to load up.
Autism. Be very interested in hearing your stories this morning on that and anything else you'd like to comment on.
Absolutely fine. More channels, clearer signal, bigger aerial. Because that's one thing I will say with this, the aerial was a bit of a pig. It's tiny. I know size doesn't matter, but when it comes to aerials it kind of does. And the instructions were not clear with putting that on. The case is very fiddly. Anybody who's built anything like this will know these cases are very fiddly. They have the smallest little nuts and bolts you can imagine. So there's that. What else? We've got a few parts left over. Extras. So what have we got here? We've got a capacitor, an LED, a transistor, and randomly, actually, a completely different value of ceramic capacitor. So these are 104s. I can't make out what this one is anymore. 101 it says, I think. It could be a 104, it's just the print is a bit blurred. And the spare screw, which was very useful. The spare nut was very useful because I dropped one whilst I was building it and I couldn't find it. So yeah, recommendation, AliExpress, yes. Amazon, no. Was it fun? Yeah. Good value for money? For £4.50 I'd say it would be good value for money. Well, let's be honest, for £12 I've been entertained for 2 hours. So that is value for money, but the quality after that isn't the best. If you compare that to, say, a similar price of Lego set, you're going to be entertained for a lot less time building it, but the quality is there. I don't know how long this is going to last. I will keep using it. We've got a little headphone jack on there. I've not tried that out yet. In fact, we've got some headphones. Let's give that a go, shall we? Because we want to give it a full, fair, honest test, don't we? We want to make sure that everything works. So headphones in, power. Where's the power? There we go. Power in, switcher on. And that little nubby little aerial. It becomes very sensitive with the headphones. Okay, I think that's enough static for now, is it? Okay, this is interesting. And now it's stopped. Let's turn her off. Turn her on. So I wonder if the cable on the headphones is affecting the reception. That's a thing, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful or enjoyable. I don't know why you'd find it enjoyable. It's just a idiot rambling under the stairs. But if you did, drop us a like, maybe subscribe. We've got some more things in the works. We've got another soldering kit here, mystery one. If anybody can tell what that's going to be, drop us a comment, because I wouldn't have a clue if I just saw that. Got some more bits and pieces for circuit bending. Let's have a look. For example, this little guitar. We'll do something fun with that. And I'm going to work on a little breadboard synth as well over the next few weeks, get some started on that. So yeah, drop us a like, subscribe if you're interested, and we'll see you next time. And if there's any time left on this little time lapse of the build, I'll just put that on the end now. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers.